Man, Joshua Regrello, Neil Iwer George, and more. Cooler. So bring your crew, bring your cooler, and come to Hush. Tickets are available online at islandtickets.com or from the Jade Monkey Bar, Crown Point, and Ted Arthur Leather Store, Scarborough. For more info, call 721-1992 or 774-5624. This October, the ultimate party experience awaits. Hush Cooler. No glass bottles allowed. Powered by TTT Limited, the official national media partner for Tobago Carnival 2024.
I need a little runaway.
Hush Cooler.
Under the auspices of the Mayor of Port of Spain, His Worship Chinua Aline, we present Baron's Infinity Concert, Sunday, November 3rd at the Winifred Atwell Auditorium, Queen's Hall. This show features Sugar Aloes, Gypsy, Tigress, Sherwayne Winchester, Calypso Princess, Dwayne O'Connor, Josiah O'Connor, Chuck Gordon, Halon Francis, Sheldon Reed, Rome, Zachary Ransom, Aaron Duncan, Ainsley King, Rondell Donowa, Lady Adana, The All-Stars Band, Los Alumnos de San Juan, Massey Trinidad All-Stars, and of course, the Baron.
I want that Spanish woman to marry me.
Baron.
Call me this sweet soul. I want somebody to hover.
And also Calypso legend, King Shortshirt from Antigua. All singers on the night will each perform a selection from the Baron. Your MCs, Damian Melville and Sonny Bling. Limited advance tickets only $300. Tickets available at the Queen's Hall box office, the Trini Shop, Trin City Mall, Excellent City Center, QueensHallTT.com, and C3 Center in San Fernando. Also, you can get your tickets from Sherma at 755-2915, Delinda 723-4011. Infinity, the concert.
Tobago. Get ready for a total local night in Tobago Carnival 2024. One night, one stage. Sherwayne Winchester, Oscar B. and 15 Tobago artists. Every genre of music on one stage. Saturday, 19th October, as we come together to show the world how much talent Tobago has.
You cannot find a man, boy, that is the OB.
At Vibes, the event space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. Gates open 9 p.m. till 4 a.m. Early bird tickets. General admission only $50. VIP $100. Get your tickets on Island e-tickets and Cachet while stocks last. Saturday, 19th October. Total local night in Tobago Carnival. At Vibes, the event space. Bougie 2024. The premier soca concert experience will be at Tobago's premier venue, Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub, with the soca superstars Young Bretta.
When you're coming back, Sancha, when you're coming to Chugandi Junction.
Oscar B, the Queen of Steam, Lady Lava.
Hands up, let me see your finger.
Anomaly, the Waterlord, Iwer George. 2024 Road March champion Mikkel Teja.
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the drum again.
Bougie 2024 at Vibes Event Space, Friday, October 25th from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. Tickets are out now at Cachet stores nationwide, Caribbean Corner Store, Buco, Pablo's Supermarket, Argyle, Chill Out Bar, Bon Accord, and on Island e-tickets, or call 620-3057. Bougie 2024.
The stage is coming. Tobago. Friday night is heated up and the steam is rising. Get ready. Steamy Friday every Friday. At Vibes, the event space, formerly known as Shade, 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Port Accord.
Tell me what you really want to do.
With an all-star steamy DJ Gas.
You're ready?
And unbeatable drink special. Wanna level up? Grab one of our exclusive Cabana specials and take the vibes to another level. It all happens Steamy Friday every Friday. Where the party never cools down.
Big sound.
Steam on a Friday only at Vibes, the event space.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m., where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-86 3671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
Oh God, call on the Lord. Call on Him. Pour on us, God. Oh God, as we pray. Oh
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour all-night prayer every Friday evening, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this ministry deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated and can be sent through the First Citizens Bank, account 795222, in the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For more information, please call 753-1113. May God richly bless you.
the light of your glory.
The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
Iwer and Oscar B presents Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space, formerly Shade Night Club, Sunday 27th October, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. Featuring popular artiste and an all-star DJ cast. Early bird tickets $300. Breakfast inclusive. Tickets available on TicketFederation.com and Cache stores nationwide, or call 620-3057 or 684-4528. Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space.
We don't beat girl, but we beat somebody. We beat somebody.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago and the world listening. I say good morning again, yeah? Bruce, good morning to you and your entire family.
Sharon, good morning. All protocols observed.
Oh,
This
Lord.
morning was a very interesting morning, and it still is going forward. So
Really interesting, I can tell you. So, guys, we're going straight into the thing, and the Express this morning headline says,
that is what I do here, Sharon.
No parent should bury a child. Prime Minister laments state of Trinidad and Tobago after Jaden's suicide murders of mom, baby. Oh yeah, this thing getting out of hand, eh? I just saying. And you have people playing politics and trying to score points that ain't making sense, you know. Not making sense, telling all you. Laws need to ban murderous AR-15s. Finance Minister Colm Imbert says AR-15 semi-automatic rifles are murderous. They are murderous weapons and legislation is needed to ban them at the Parliament sitting yesterday. Suicide attempts on the rise in Tobago. There has been an increase in attempted suicides in Tobago. This from clinical psychologist Dr. Eileen Williams, who was speaking yesterday at Lowlands Mall during a... You could go in?
No, not yet. Just
all right, just now. Let me see. Guys, hold for me.
Now loading up.
During, let me see, during a World Mental Health Day event in Tobago by the Division of Health and the Tobago Regional Health Authority. Seeking support for bills, Prime Minister appeals to opposition dissidents. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley yesterday made a special appeal to the 5 United National Congress UNC dissidents as he sought cross-party support for the passage. I'll tell you the passage of what? It's a bill. For the passage of special majority bills. Noting Mayaro MP Rushton Parrier had stated in his budget presentation that he was prepared to go beyond party lines in order to give the government legislative support for bills aimed at fighting crime. The Prime Minister made an overture saying the government had a series of bills that required opposition support.
You see?
We need to go beyond this party politics when we have issues to deal with. And I keep saying that.
And that's what plenty people don't know, you know. All the people who's be talking all the nonsense. That is what they don't
Only
know.
a set of
talking about the government
propaganda they're spreading and mining people's business about who wife leave them and wherever. We have issues in this country to deal with. Rowley rejects blame for murders. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley yesterday rejected the view held by some that he should be held responsible for the horrendous act of the man who brutally killed 34-year-old Tara Gita Ramsarup and her 14-month-old daughter, Jada. How the hell the Prime Minister could be held accountable for that? You see, I just... Father, Lord Jesus, oh God, give me some courage this morning and control my tongue, Father, Lord, control my tongue today. I may say some things that's not radio friendly, but I ask for control. Chinese vessel UNC government bought to be scrapped. That's what we must talk about. As the Prime Minister and the PNM do something or they're ready to cuss, I want to hear them. The government has to sell or scrap the long-range vessel purchased from China by the Kamla Prasad Bisesa government, Prime Minister Dr. Rowley announced yesterday. I think the vessel, she bought, give me one of that, give me one of this, give me that, like you're going in a grocery to shop. The vessel was purchased in the wake of the cancellation of the 1.3 billion OPV contract, with Prasad Bisesa contending the cost of the Chinese LRV would be 1/3 of the OPV, and it was a better arrangement than the OPV. Yeah, right. It never worked.
We doesn't talk about that, no, Sharon. We doesn't talk about that.
All it is Trinidad and Tobago. We live in here, you know. Suspect says sorry. Suspect says sorry for killing infant and mom.
I don't want to hear that.
So Dr. Rowley tell him say sorry too.
I don't want to hear that.
The mother of the suspect in the double murder of Tara Gita Ramsarup and her infant daughter, Jada, says her son told her he was sorry for the killings. I would have never said nothing.
I would not have come forward to say that.
I wasn't even opening my mouth. Murder 488 taxi driver shot dead at Minimart. Police have no motive for the murder of 46-year-old Dinesh Lal. Speaker rebunks MP for distasteful statements. Oh, God. Lord Father. Criminals carry out police raid, shot, kidnapped by men in police uniforms and murdered. Meister officers followed protocol. Probe into Jaden's death, no witch hunt. Water supply disruption in central and southwest Trinidad. Those are some of the stories in the Express at this time. I'm just looking to see if we missed anything. Speaker rebunks MP for distasteful statements. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard it yesterday.
Our MP, anyhow, I want to hush.
Listen a minute. You see this thing called parliament privileges? We need to revamp what are the privileges, yes? You know, we just look to the rest of the world. You remember it at that time in the Australian Parliament, I think it was in one of the African countries or something like that. And when you hear the shout, 2 men across the bed, and his fight after.
That I tell on him. I cannot be a parliamentarian, people. If I have to do that, I have to start from now to control my temper and my behavior. Now, in the instance of a contribution like that, I would have done answer back with some different words. I might have jumped over. And then, you know, when they're throwing picong and telling you, man, I will jump over and jack up somebody and drag them out of the parliament and sit down on top of them. I ain't able. You really have to have good control, you know, mind control.
Yeah.
Let me say good morning to all the MPs. Good morning to Mrs. Regis, Mr. and Mrs. Regis. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Primus. Good morning to Mr. and Mrs. Chance. Good morning, everybody. Shot, kidnapped by men in police uniforms and murdered. Relatives of 62-year-old Derek Cooper, Derek boy, have positively identified his body, which was found in Mover on Monday. Derek. Condolences to the family. Those are some of the headlines in the Express at this time. In the Newsday, I'm seeing bullied boy's mom begs school officials, save my son. Oh, you begging now?
Who's that?
I don't know. Finance Minister parting shots as budget debate ends. Kamala UNC shameless. Oh God. Just not. Wait. This is the child and the mother?
Yeah.
Just now, let me see what's going on here. The mother of a 13-year-old Form 1 student of a secondary school in South Trinidad is appealing to officials of that school and Minister of Education, Dr. Nyan Gatsby-Dolly, to intervene immediately to end vicious and constant bullying he has been enduring at the hands of both male and female students ever since he first started at that school. After seeing a photo of an open grave with people looking into it with the words, "the only time they show they really care," on his Instagram account, the mother, in a telephone interview with Newsday on October 9th, said she fears her son may become a victim of suicide.
I was taking my child out of that school. If nothing can be done, I'm moving my child out of that school.
Oh, they'll be coming back, yes, no. Man charged with murder of woman baby. Prime Minister's final budget debate. Rowley, I have run the course. When you say you have run the course, what do you mean? It? Come. The Prime Minister hinted at his political swan song in the budget debate in the House of Representatives on October 10th, following similar sentiments expressed earlier in the debate by Mayor MP Rushton Parrier. Acknowledging Parrier, Dr. Rowley said he was now in his 10th year as Prime Minister. I too may be a swan, but ladies and gentlemen, colleagues in the House, as long as I could leave here having done the best for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, it doesn't matter when I leave. But I will leave with my head held high. Okay. Dotting stronger family values needed to stop crime. NWRH apologizes for delays at Cancer Center. Pastor at funeral of murdered businessman. Vengeance belongs to God. Agriculture Minister sector has grown under PNM. IDA leader, budget brings no change for Tobago. Gasparilla woman dies of head injuries after being pushed. That is the woman who they pushed down in an argument. I think so, you know.
Serious.
Trinidadian arrested for U.S. crimes extradition warrant executed. Lord. Lawyers call for new rules on advertising their services. Heritage Petroleum CEO safety a priority. Stakeholders want THA to reveal carnival budget.
Since up to now,
he can't reveal the carnival budget.
Is it, what, 2 weeks away?
He cannot reveal the budget. Farley, what's wrong with you? Stakeholders want THA to reveal carnival budget. What I'm telling him now? Deputy PS government committed to energy sector safety management. CAF invests US $35 million in Trinidad and Tobago's Exim Bank. Police swamped after schoolboy Jaden Lalchan's death by suicide. Flood of bullying reports. You see? Now everybody talking out. Autopsies on murdered mom, child chopped to neck, killed baby Jada. But what is this?
And you're sorry.
And you're sorry?
I don't want to hear that, boy.
So what caused you to chop?
I don't want to hear that. You could hold on to that, sorry. I don't want to hear that.
You...
Or you could watch her baby. Look at that child, Sharon.
But look at the mother. Category 3 hurricane makes a landfall in Florida, monster Milton. Cummings, government committed to youth development. And I continue to say well done to Foster Cummings and his ministry. You're doing an excellent job. Appeal court reserves ruling on SIS appeal in wastewater plant lawsuit. Lord, I tell you, hold me talk this morning. 11 Venezuelan women freed, 3 held for human trafficking. And those are the stories and headlines making way in the Newsday. And we go straight to The Guardian. That's Bruce on. Bruce, this is your baby. Take it away.
So, in The Guardian this morning, foolishness. Embert Blast Hyatt rescinded...
plan to stop accepting TT cash. Foolishness.
I know what's in the headline. So,
read a little bit.
Finance Minister... Let me see, let me go in. That was a whole scene when I first saw that, Finance Minister Colin Lambert yesterday issued a stinging criticism of the Hyatt Regency's recent rescinded decision to not accept TT Cash, describing it as foolishness. He was speaking in the lower house as he wrapped the 2025 budget debate. That should be wrapped up. Speaking on the issue for the first time publicly, he added, and it is a good thing that the Hyatt rescinded that foolish decision to tell citizens of this country that they are no longer accepting Trinidad and Tobago dollars. Foolishness. The good thing, they move fast and they get rid of it. He also rejected claims that the decision would have affected the government's plans to go cashless. One hotel do a nonsense, and that will stop us from proceeding where 1.4 billion people in India using cashless. In India, 1.4 billion people in China using cashless, 1.4 billion people in Africa using cashless, 800 million people in Europe using cashless. That's over 5 billion accountants, yes. 5.05 billion people in the world using cashless. And we in Little Trinidad and Tobago, we must stay behind with the rest of the world, Embert said. Continuing, PM in pain over bullied teen's death, Barpore double murder. Parents claim gang activity at Penal Sec has students fearful. Dr. Ollie defends his travels, has 2 more trips this year. Minister says no gangs at Pleasantville Secondary. PM urges UNC dissidents to support laws proposed by government. LATT proposes a continuous training requirement for lawyers. Prime Minister justifies $50 million entertainment allocation. Boodoo, blood products at San Fernando General Hospital affected by outage at lab. THA minority leader.
Oh, God, I jump.
This going to get my mad here, Guys, they cannot call me during this show.
Jesus, I jump it.
THA minority leader Carl adding more flights for Tobago Carnival. Nice. Taxi driver gets $60,000 for being struck in face by policeman. Mother dies hours after being pushed down during argument. Hey boy. Hurricane Milton leaves at least 5 dead, millions without power. AMCO donates $100,000 to Trinidad and Tobago Heart Foundation. Sinanan tells Munilal, don't ruin government efforts to recover money for highway collapse. Ramharak spins West Indies women to victory over Bangladesh. And 14-year-old from Guapo reported missing. And these are the stories that are making way in The Guardian at this time.
Trinidad and Tobago. We get up as parents, some of us, every morning to either go to work, prepare, do what you have to do to make sure that your children have what it takes to be at their school, to perform at their best, Monday to Friday. Some of us do extra lessons. We do a whole range of things to keep children at the activity and to keep them active and to stay out of trouble. But for some reason, I don't know. And it's not just children, we have big people. So it would have started from children coming up who are just bullies and cannot do anything but bully their way in society. Some of us, and I want to say this, and parents, this is something we need to start to look at. Some of us cover our children so much, we don't train them for the outside world. So they're so soft that they can't deal with situations when it come before them. So when we feel, oh, we mustn't tell the children about sex, we mustn't tell the children about this and that. You have to tell them. You have to explain to them. Let me tell you something. I have some maribunta home. And they know every single thing. You hear them children carry on a conversation, you will swear it's big men liming. I just lie down in my room and listen. Some of them when they go in a little bit on as well, hey, remember here. My ears working still, Remember here. All right. And I listen to them. They into the bike thing, so they have this group and the this and the that and the other. And I'm saying to you, we have to open up. Let me tell you. My children, my 3 sons out of the 4 have children. The second to last one, he have 1. So she's a year and something. My first son, the way how he bring up his children, totally different to the second one. Well, when the second one, so he have 2 boys. When I see how them had the children, hear me, oh, what is this? They throw the children in the ocean to swim. And hear me, hear my son, mommy, leave them now. Leave them. Them can handle their stories. Hello. Well, I'm living to see that. Now, the other one, he has guarded them and somebody could handle the stories. But just showing you the difference of the upbringing. It's the same thing, but just one do it in a different way. The maribuntas by at home. Don't feel you're going to get through, right? I see the other day, Christmas gone, they get this bag with some stuff, and the bigger one playing with some ball thing there, and some fellas take it and back and all with them. The little one jump on top, the next one back and hold on. He say, my brother, I ball before I bite off yes. My son reaches school in time to see the whole thing. You understand? My thing is, that is not, we're laughing, but it's a serious thing. And we have some children just like they're born wicked boy. Or is it that they see the wickedness happening home and they come in to try it out on other people's children? Parents, if all you know they are wicked, damning children, control them or keep them home and all they mind them and school them, because it's interfering with other people's children who bringing up the children in the right way. And you see some of these teachers in the school and the principal, when the children come to all and complain, they bring a complaint. All they want to sweep it under the carpet and don't want to deal with it. Deal with it. Call in the parents and deal with it. But no, it has some of all you. Because some of the parents funding and whatever, all they're afraid to talk to them are talking to all the teachers, you know. And it has some of the teachers like they're afraid to talk to some of the children and them. Parents. Parents. It go reach home to we, you know. All right. Everybody continue to push all your head under the sand and pretend all you don't know, all you ain't seeing. It go reach home to you. Guys, today is Friday. Call me up on 342-0081.
And 4665391.
Minister parting shots at budget debate ends Kamala UNC shameless. All they're shameless. What was the discussion? What was the debate on the UNC side? I don't understand. Man, look, you see me? Caller, good morning.
Yes, and me again.
Yeah.
I want to get in early because I'm doing something and I want to hear the whole program, so my hand gonna be in what I'm doing.
Right, what you doing? Cooking or?
Nah, I'm cleaning some shatter and I'm sorry I couldn't get some to you and Uncle Boosie after I boil it.
Oh, yes.
I went on the hill yesterday to see my sheep and I have a tree way up on the hill and I found quite a few, maybe about 8 nice ones. So I'm cleaning them and think whatever. So just lick your tongue, Uncle Boosie, you swallow. yeah. So let me start off. I want to start off with Mr. Princess Tong, MP. He called everybody responsible for that Jaden who hurt himself. I don't even want to say what. And, you know, he as the MP in Princeton where it happened, you know, he ain't call himself that he is responsible. Dr. Rowley, the education minister, this one, that one, everybody that boy called and didn't call himself. Mr. Munilal, you're doing the same thing because the man that killed the children, the mother and the child, is from in Barapo, you know. Me and here, you come out and say anything about it and blame yourself. But it's Dr. Rowley to be blamed. I can't understand this kind of thing that is going on in the...
So Dr. Rowley will know, you get up this morning, you see me, I feeling to kill somebody, I go in and kill somebody. So Dr. Rowley was going ahead and find out, hey, Bruce going on, Bruce, come, I'm going to talk to you. So Dr. Rowley have that vision. He real good. So he could look into everybody's head or their mind.
Definitely. That is why he is the best prime minister, because he could talk to everybody in their mind. So continue to be the prime minister, Dr. Rowley, and Mother Tanapuna and the others who saying that we have to pray for the PNM to come back in governance. Hear how I am saying it. Let us pray to the Lord that the UNC must never ever get back into governance in Trinidad and Tobago. Let us not pray for Dr. Rowley. Dr. Rowley is safe. Say I say so, he's safe by the hands of God. Let us pray that the Lord will keep them out forever and ever, never to come back. And let me tell you a little while. Listen to what Dr. Rowley said yesterday in his budget response. That the money that Kamala Bisesa spent as the Prime Minister, even in the diplomatic center, Dr. Rowley not even spent 1% of the amount. Because it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is 9,000 and all kind of thing. You understand what's going on there? So you all listen carefully, especially all the PNM people who saying Dr. Rowley this and Dr. Rowley that, and all they want to give somebody else a chance and this and that. All the pray that the UNC and come back here, you know, because we've been real problems in this country. Because they're coming back for revenge. Even the boat that she went in China and said, I want one of that or one of that or one of that. They have to sell it now because this gone, that gone, the other gone, the baba, and it's just creating problem down in the wherever it park with the waves and whatever. So they have to get rid of it. But they are the people that are talking rubbish all the time that they're so good, and what Kamala's saying, she makes so many will. I will. I wonder when she got probated and she didn't want to take property tax, but she want to, I will. You know how many probates you have to make, Miss Kamala Bisesa, the amount of will and we will? All right, go ahead. Let me move on to the next topic again. Ms. Tasha Boris, last year you announced that $30 million was made for the carnival time in Tobago. Why it is that all you can't come up with a budget and all you talking all kind of foolish? What the $30 million in profit or interest or whatever you want to call it that went for the Tobago Carnival last year, and that money was to be there to continue with Carnival this year, next year, the following year, and the following year is $30 million. So when you make $30 million this year, where it going to go to? People, Tobago people, all you listen to these people. All they are doing is destroying you all. And Dr. Rowley is going and bring back the autonomy self-governance bill in the next couple of weeks back in Parliament, because see who for them and who not for them. Because the last time the UNC, all of them say nay. I wonder if they're going to say hey this time. Well, you go right ahead, people, listen up. I think I had enough. Well, you pick out from what I say. I ain't related no whole story. I just say it in pieces. I hope all you listen and pick out all the parts and understand what Monson just said. I'm going Auntie Sherry and Uncle Brucey. Everybody have a blessed weekend.
Thank you very much. Jenny.
Hi, morning, Miss Felix.
Morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning, Holy Callers. This is not a 91.9. Miss Felix, if the country or people on the whole wanted even more confirmation that the UNC, especially under Kamala Bisesa and those group of MPs that she has now, is not fit to lead this country, listen to the budget debate. When you listen to Kamala Bisesa's presentation, up to now she hasn't told us where she's going to get the money. God forbid she gets back into office as the Prime Minister. Where she's going to get the money to implement all those things she said she's going to do. Because she clearly said she's going to repeal the property tax. She's going to stop this tax. She's going to stop that tax. She's going to cut this tax. She's going to cut that. All you hear is cut. And then you're not hearing where you're going to get the money now. I want to ask her, is it that you're thinking you will take it from UTC, where poor people have their money saving? Will you take it from the NIB? Or will you be going back to the IMF? Because clearly, if you're not collecting no taxes at all, money has to come from somewhere. And you don't have no tree in the Philippines, so it means to say, to source that money, you have to get it from somewhere, and borrowing seems to be the idea. So is that a way you're going to run a country? Don't tax everybody, don't pay no tax, and you're the best. But then now the German decide now is go to the IMF, take me little money from UTC, take me money from NIB, take me money out of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. Not the part where you could take money to help stabilize the country, you know, because there are two parts, the Heritage and Stabilization Fund in two parts, one for saving and one you could use in emergency. Change the law from the savings, so you could get into that too, and then everybody will be happy. I want to know, when you look at Michelle Benjamin carried on as if she was sitting down by a canal. Yes, she's sitting down by a canal and she's just talking. Because they carry the conversation in a budget debate about Princess Margaret, the woman who has spoken about where Kamala should take the highway and put it, and bring that in the Parliament as part of your budget response. Show that you're clearly unfit. You're some uneducated Michelle Benjamin. And I hope the People's National Movement, that teacher who is going up for that position, I hope that she wins resoundingly. She was a principal, a dean of discipline. That's the woman who's going up for the PNM. I hope that people vote for her and vote out Michelle Benjamin. That display in the Parliament alone tell you she's not fit.
But Jenny, she can't even talk.
But that's what
she can't even talk.
Well, listen, Ms. Felix, I don't have a problem if your vernacular may not be at the highest. I don't have a problem with that part. It's when you start to speak what you're saying. Because you have people who they're not fluent in language and they don't have the most flowery language. But what
you're there? How much years now you're there? You couldn't learn? That's another Vanilla Allen Toppin. That's another Vanilla Allen Toppin. And said they send her there to attack she own. I don't know, boy. Something
and
wrong with me,
that's what they do. And we heard from Anita Haynes, and thank you, Miss Haynes. We understand that Parrot is the bully. Because she clearly identified that they're talking about they'll get bullied and whatever, but like he has become the bully that he say he used to be bullied about, because she clearly feel like he's the bully. So it tells you the behavior, and let me tell you, projection is something. The way you behave and think of yourself, that's how you feel everybody does behave. And that's what the UNC do. They feel everybody must be judged by their low standards. And Mr. Ratiram, first of all, I'm just asking, Dr. Deva Maraj did not make allegations and even did affidavits to the fact that there's human trafficking in the UNC. He was propositioned by prosecutors that Fasan Bharat also would have agreed that happened, and name was called and all that. I just asked him, did Mona Ramdale speak about how tongue in she constituency and the problem she have with it? I just asked him a question, I just asked him. So Ratiram, it looked like if he listened to Trump the night before, and the only word he learned was dumb, D-U-M-B, dumb. And he let us know about dumb and who dumb. And he didn't even realize that he was sounding dumb and he looked dumb. But let me continue, right? So I'm saying again, the UNC is not fit for office. I've brought nothing. Here and all say, they will tell me where we get the money. I still don't waiting to hear where they get the money. Up to now, we are here where they get the money. I waste 45 minutes of my time waiting for this money where go come from. And then she would have told us, Kamala, that we need to go on the website to see where they go get the money from. Again, is the parliament you are supposed to tell us, if you don't like this property tax, you go repeal it. You go give your young girl money for make a child. 9 months you go into making child, morning sickness, you hear fall out, your teeth might follow stretch mark, you can, but when you finish maybe child, you go get $500. That's
$500 can buy a child? $500 is a week. That is a week supply, Pampers and milk.
A week supply what?
But that's just for the baby, that's not for you.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like 2 days.
It's true.
It's this idea of helplessness. You see, Dr. Rowley want a teacher to fish so you can help yourself. They want to get the fish for you, cook the fish for you, put it in your mouth, rub your throat, lay a swallow, and burp everything. So they don't want nobody to be independent. But I'm moving on from that quickly. This bullying situation is very serious. I heard a doctor, there was some program in Tobago yesterday, because yesterday was, I think, mental health awareness. And she would have said that there's an increase in self-harming and to commit suicide by young school people in Tobago between the ages of 14 and 19. Something is happening in Tobago. One child tried to, in fact, jump off a school. There's another one who would have tried to commit suicide by overdosing on pills. And she said there has been an increase. We have also seen an increase in crime in Tobago. Something is happening. There's also been an increase in Trinidad and Tobago. It means something is happening. Parents should need to be more proactive. If your child is coming home and tell you they're being bullied in the school, your first instinct as a parent is to go to the school to find out what is happening. Your second instinct, if you're not getting the right response, is to try to get the child transferred out of that school. You work day and night to get the child out of that school. I don't understand how this situation was allowed to go as long as it has been going. Until the teacher who followed Jaden home with the car to make sure he reached home safe. I don't understand why you would do that. I think the best thing was to do for the child in the car, carry the child in the police station and call the parents and let the police deal with that situation. And what was going on in St. Stephen's? Because Ms. Felix, we saw a couple of months ago, a child from St. Stephen's was talking hate speech against people of African descent.
Oh, yes.
People call on this radio.
Yes.
We call on this radio. St. Stephen's and do nothing till we see about a month and something after with some weak response. Something is happening at St. Stephen's and they're not telling us what. Now we had Jaden. Again, bullying is a serious situation. And if it's not children, there are some children cannot take it. It has some children can take talk and they will give back talk. It has some children they're not built for that. And parents, if you're not looking to see what's happening, if your teachers are not looking, the school is not looking, the person is not looking, who is looking out for those children? Who is looking out for those children? And Inspector Meister, Assistant Commissioner Meister, a couple of days ago, before the brutal killing of the mother and the 1-year-old, he would have said when he went to rescue the 1-year-old baby, who he found on the bed with burns and all over the body.
And the mother was stamping the child head and all of that.
Right. No, it's another one, eh?
It's another one?
Yes. This one is where they found the baby with burn mark and think they say the child possessed. I don't know that child could be possessed, possessed by spirit. They found that from the train line or somewhere up in Marabella. They rescued that child too. Right? He would have said, paraphrasing, that violence and domestic violence and ending in homicide is happening down in the Southland. What is happening in the Southland? The Indian community need to speak out about domestic abuse. It is real in their communities. And it is even, in my opinion, very much higher because let's keep it on the low. Not only that, they said that suicide, Dr. Hodgkinson, Professor Hodgkinson and others would have done reports. The incidence of suicide is 3 times higher in the Indian community. Those things are real. Stop hiding those things. Or let us focus on the East-West corridor, the urban youth, and crime, and this. We just talk. All you're hiding domestic abuse, all you're hiding suicide in the Indian community, all you're hiding alcoholism in the community, the Indian community. Stop it. All of us living here, these things are not traits of just one race. It's African, it's a human thing. But you are hiding what's happening in the Indian community and want to focus on us alone. We will try and fix the business because we know what's happening. But all in us fixing all the business, and we've seen it almost daily. And now we see it even worse. Who in house breaking, who in gun shooting, who killing their wife, who trying to kill themselves, trying to commit suicide. And it is not happening in the East-West corridor. Thank you, Father. Let us continue to do what we do in the East-West corridor to protect our children, the most vulnerable in our society. But let the Indian community also work on what is happening there, and we could work together to try to stamp out this evil of bullying. This is not Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley and the PNM. This is not Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley and the PNM. Bullying is not them, because we hear the UNC that's bullying now. And we see really bullying happening in the schools. Suicide and domestic violence is not the PNM and Dr. Rowley. It's happening in the homes. Dr. Rowley can't know. When he did say, make sure you choose your partner well, he said in Parliament, police come back and would have basically said the same thing as senior superintendent. I hear nobody say how he out of place to tell you to choose a man wisely. You don't have to choose them wisely, Miss Philip. You just run in and take a woman and run in and take a man, and then you only just put a house and live together. You have to find out about the man. You have to find out about the woman. No, just take a man and woman just so, and you don't choose them wisely. And then after now we hear coulda, shoulda, woulda, and everybody saying, I didn't know, I didn't know, but we can do nothing. All this stuff like that, report what all is saying. There's anonymous ways to report it and stop it, so you don't come out and bawl. I didn't know, we used to hear, but what we could do, we could do something. Ms. Felix, thank you all as usual for the opportunity. Bruce, everybody have a blessed weekend. Bye.
Thank you so kindly. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Sharon. Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Sharon and Bruce, the UNC do not surprise me with the fish market politics, because when I see the leader, every time she had a comment, she had to bring a pussy. And you just spend 3 hours on something in Parliament to say you're going to cut all the taxes and mind everybody. But I can't tell you how, you the leader, you can't tell you where the money coming from. You're telling me as the leader, go on the website. You are the leader, So if you don't know where the money coming from, who will know? That's right.
Well, they must expect us to look in the crystal ball.
You want to cut everything. You're cutting business taxes, you're cutting public taxes, you're cutting everything, and you want to mind the whole country. And can't tell you how you're going to do that. Look, you as a leader, telling me, go on the website. You see, when you believe, Sean, popularity can't run a country. And that what you don't understand. Popularity can't run a country. So if you everybody like you and everybody talk good about you, you can't mind everybody. And you can't take care of everybody. Somebody will go out and give and take care of yourself. But you can't promise to mind everybody. But don't know, but can't tell you how you're going to do it. So nothing that the MP and them do or say shocked me because the leader clueless. And every time she had a coming tongue, You had to bring a whole 4-5 maxilla at people to say, well, you must go and clap when they're passing and ring bell. That's so poor. That's so poor and distasteful. I don't know who tell them that kind of attractive. Anyhow, that being said, so nothing, no you member could say or do that shocked me because I don't know that I don't know the coolest, all of them. And that's one after the other following. Monkey see, monkey do. So nothing Michelle say yesterday could shock me because I don't know already. No, it's not now. Michelle don't have a clue long time. Because if you are an MP, could be seen on camera lighting tires. What I could tell you, Sean? And you still an MP. You can imagine any MP lighting tires and still an MP.
But they would have locked them up. You're paying, yeah, nobody there do.
I'm not Dr. Earl. You could be seen lighting tires and
First to begin, that is not going to be even the participation of a member of parliament under the PNM. But we have to go to the break. So when we come back,
right.
Yeah. Guys, we'll be right back.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Greetings and blessing in the name of our wonderful Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia. And we would like to invite you to listen to the Final Hour broadcast every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 in the morning on the Street 919 FM radio.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444.
Please be sure to tune in and prepare to be blessed.
My life, I lay it on the altar. Here's my life.
Get ready for the ultimate soca experience.
Soca!
Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub, presents Free Drinks Wednesday. On October 23rd, Tobago comes alive with an all-star DJ cast spinning the hottest soca hits.
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the drum again.
Special guest artists, live performances, door prizes to be won. Early bird tickets start at $150 and VIP $200. Bring your crew of 10 and party in style with our cabanas. Enjoy any complimentary bottle of 2 selections, Johnny Walker or Hennessy. This event is powered by Prince George, Bago Bashment 91.9 FM, and Pedal Mass. Get your tickets at Cashes in Tobago or 91.9 FM Bago Bashment Island e-tickets, or you can call Prince at 281-4723 or Marlon at 750-1103. This is an event you can't afford to miss.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Oh yeah. Get value for your money. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Courts have it all.
Courts, make home yours. Thursday, October 24th, from 5 p.m. Tobago Carnival. Get ready for Hush Cooler.
But now I'm drunk in the people place.
Hush Cooler. All roads leads to Vibes, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. For an experience like no other. And all you hear what? Whatever happened at Vibes? Well, I don't have to tell you. Hush.
Can you dig it?
Hush Cooler at Vibes. Performing live, Mikel Tasia.
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the drum again.
The Pan Man, Joshua Regrello, Neil Iwer George, and more.
Cause we got to mash it up, shake it down and turn it forward.
Hush Cooler. So bring your crew, bring your cooler, and come to Hush. Tickets are available online at islandtickets.com or from the Jade Monkey Bar, Crown Point, and Ted Arthur Leather Store, Scarborough. For more info, call 721-1992 or 774-5624. This October, the ultimate party experience awaits. Hush Cooler. No glass bottles allowed. Powered by TTT Limited, the official national media partner for Tobago Carnival 2024.
I need a little run away.
Hush Cooler.
Tobago. Get ready for a total local night in Tobago Carnival 2024. One night, one stage. Sir Wayne Winchester, Oscar B, and 15 Tobago artists. Every genre of music on one stage. Saturday, 19th October, as we come together to show the world how much talent Tobago has. At Vibes, the event space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. Gates open 9 p.m. till 4 a.m. Early bird tickets. General admission only $50. VIP $100. Get your tickets on Island E-Tickets and Cachet while stocks last. Saturday, 19th October. Total local night in Tobago Carnival. At Vibes, the event space.
Under the auspices of the Mayor of Port of Spain, His Worship Chinua Alim, we present Baron's Infinity Concert, Sunday, November 3rd at the Winifred Atwell Auditorium, Queen's Hall. This show features Sugar Aloes, Gypsy, Tigress, Sher Wayne Winchester, Calypso Princess, Dwayne O'Connor, Josiah O'Connor, Chuck Gordon, Halon Francis, Sheldon Reed, Rome, Zachary Ransom, Aaron Duncan, Ainsley King, Rondell Donowa, Lady Adana, The All-Stars Band, Los Alumnos de San Juan, Messi Trinidad All-Stars, and of course, the Baron.
I want that Spanish woman to marry me.
Baron.
Call me this sweet soul. I want somebody to love her.
And also Calypso legend, King Shortshirt from Antigua. All singers on the night will each perform a selection from the Baron. Your MCs, Damian Melville and Sonny Bling. Limited advance tickets only $300. Tickets available at the Queen's Hall box office, the Trini Shop, Trin City Mall, Excellence City Center, QueensHallTT.com, and C3 Center in San Fernando. Also, you can get your tickets from Sherma at 755-2915, Delinda 723-4011. Infinity, the concert.
Bougie 2024. The premier soca concert experience will be at Tobago's premier venue, Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub, with the soca superstars Young Bretta,
When you're coming back, Sanja, when you're coming to Chugandi Junction.
Oscar B, the Queen of Steam, Lady Lava,
Hands up, let me see your finger.
Anomaly, the Waterlord, Iwer George, 2024 Road March champion Mikkel Teja,
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again.
Bougie 2024 at Vibes Event Space, Friday, October 25th from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. Tickets are out now at Cachet stores nationwide, Caribbean Corner Store, Buco, Pablo's Supermarket, Argyle, Chill Out Bar, Bon Accord, and on Island E-Tickets, or call 620-3057. Bougie 2024.
Spite Promotion presents For Spite Reborn. Old school meets new school. Cooler edition. Night before the holiday. On board the Harbor Master. Wednesday, October 30th. Boarding 7 p.m. Sailing promptly at 8. Free jello shots on entry. And prizes for the biggest crew. Get those early bird tickets now for only $250. $250. For tickets, call Ashton 328-3570. Kita 377-2469. Ruben 380-3237. Or Roxanne at 370-8638. Tickets sold at Korea's Salon, downstairs Express House, Independence Square, Port of Spain.
You want a proper fix? Call me.
Your DJs, Heavy Duty and TC, and the massive Dr. High. For Spite Reborn. Old school meets new school. Cooler edition. Wednesday, October 30th on board the Harbor Master. See you there.
Two leaders have become one. We're doing it all for you. We're here to build a nation. That's what we're made to do. For mortgages, investments, and financing too. Welcome the new, brand new TTMB. Yes, we'll see you through. We're here to make you reach higher. We're here to be your new leader. Two giants have come together to work for you under one roof.
The Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Finance Company and Home Mortgage Bank have joined forces. Introducing TTMB, the Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Bank. Own your future.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Iwer Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Tune into the Street 919 FM this and every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. for the program Conscious Talk.
Emancipation cannot be a one-day dress-up in African card event. It has to be a serious process in which resources are provided to our people to ensure they are emancipated. You cannot develop on handouts. That's another form of domination and control. When programs and policies are put in place so that you can develop economically, so that you can become business people, then and only then we can begin to talk about economic development.
Conscious Talk. Conscious Talk. Talk.
The steam is coming. Tobago. Friday night is heated up and the steam is rising. Get ready. Steamy Friday every Friday. At Vibes, the event space, formerly known as Shade, 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Port Accord.
Tell me what you really want to do.
With an all-star steamy DJ cast.
Y'all ready?
And unbeatable drink special. Want to level up? Grab one of our exclusive Cabana special and take the vibes to another level. It all happens Steamy Friday every Friday. Where the party never cools down. Steam on a Friday only at Vibes, the event space.
Iwer and Oscar B presents Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space, formerly Shade Nightclub, Sunday 27th October, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. Featuring popular artiste and an all-star DJ cast. Early bird tickets $300. Breakfast inclusive.
If your name Enrita bend right over.
Tickets available on ticketfederation.com and Cache stores nationwide, or call 620-3057 or 684-4528. Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space.
We don't read young, but we read from body. We read from body.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
All right, so Trinidad, Tobago, and the world listening. I am back. We are back. Bruce just stepped downstairs for a few minutes to come back. So, guys, I'm going to go back to the lines and take the call until Bruce comes back because we have some housekeeping. So I'm going to take the calls in the meantime. Mr. Chance?
Morning, my darling daughter. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I am great after God.
Yeah, special good morning to Bruce. Good morning to all the Titans, the international Titans. Special good morning to my cousin Punera, the Tobago Titans, Mount St. George and the rest, Angie, Susan and Andy, 1285, Ashley Street and the others. Special good morning to each and every one of you. Ms. Felix, this morning I want to have a little chat quickly with the opposition leader, you know. But before I do that, I have some good news for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know if they saw it. I don't know if they connected with it. But I want them to know that 2 days ago, the World Bank told Trinidad and Tobago that this country will improve its economic growth by 2.2% this year, you know, Ms. Felix. That's the World Bank. And they told us that our economy will improve in 2025 by 2.5%. Ms. Felix, that is good news for us. It tells us that all the gobbledygook and poppycock that the opposition leader is telling us is just an unadulterated lie, madam. Because the World Bank tells us that we are on economic growth. The same thing the IMF, the same thing Moody's, the same thing Standard & Poor's, the same thing CARICRIS, which is a Caribbean rating agency, the same thing Fitch, which is a rating agency that's located in New York, the same thing the United Nations told us, the same thing the European Union told us, all of them, all across the world, international and regional institutions are telling us that we're on the right track. I want to thank and congratulate the government for taking us from a recession. Remember, we were in a recession in 2015, the governor of the central bank told us. And 9 or 10 years, coming to 10 years later, we are in growth. We are enjoying 3 consecutive years of growth, Ms. Felix. And that is for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. The second thing I want to congratulate the government on, I don't know if many of you saw that the government has collaborated with the Cipriani Labour College. And you know what, Ms. Felix? Beginning next week, they are going to offer 1,000 students who wrote the CXC recently and were not satisfied with their passes. They're going to offer them full-time classes until October next year, Ms. Felix. I know about it because there are people in my community who I got registered online, and they are now going to enjoy full-time classes from 8:30 in the morning to 2:30. And they're not going to only give them the subjects, you know. They have other additional things that are going to help them with, Ms. Felix. That is a government that is caring for its people. 1,000 young people will have a second chance at Cipriani Labour College, free of charge, Ms. Felix. They have the teachers there to teach them, whether it's maths, English, science, whatever it is, that they want to improve their grades in or they want to get better grades. Could you imagine that, Ms. Felix? That is a government working for you, Ms. Felix, and I want to congratulate the government on those 2 things. But let me come to Ms. Kamla Prasad Bisesa, Ms. Felix. Ms. Bisesa, you say you don't want a cashless society. Madam, you do not want a cashless society, madam. Why? Well, let me tell the people of Trinidad and Tobago what a cashless society does. It reduces corruption. It reduces thieving. It reduces money laundering. It reduces banditry. That is what it does. Because what happens is with a cashless society, the transactions are made through your phone, through your debit card, and through your computer, and it can be traced and tracked so that you can know who did it, when, and how to follow it. But a cash transaction is difficult to track and trace. And we know we have a lot of crooks and bandits in Trinidad and Tobago, a lot of them in the bowels of the UNC, as they told us, they were kleptocrats. So you don't want to be able to track the money where it come from. You don't want to know where and who the money came from. That is the benefit of a cashless society. You're able to track the money, trace the money, and identify crooks and bandits. That is what it does. But in this matter, Ms. Felix, let me ask her, why it is, madam? Is it that you want the $500 million in $100 bills that didn't come back? You want to bring it back, madam? So you don't have hard cash to bring that, madam, back? No, I support the government in the cashless society because the rest of the world, 5 billion people in the rest of the world are moving in that direction. Finally, Ms. Felix, I want to ask a question that the last caller and Jenny asked, where is the money coming from, madam? I said already, my people, that there's no tree to plant the money. You have to earn the money to run this country. It costs $1.9 billion a month to pay public servants' salaries. Hear that? $1.9 billion a month. It costs $480 million a month to pay the old age pensioners. You know how much money it is? Where are we going to get that money from, Kamla? You telling us you're going to cut all the taxes, you're not going to do anything. Well, let me tell the people, let me close by telling the people, this responsible government told us, the Minister of Finance told us where the money is going to come from. He didn't tell us to go and look on the website, you know. Well, as a citizen, I have the duty to tell you where he said. Number one, he said the money will come from the revenue from oil and gas. That's the energy sector. He said, number two, the revenue will come from the non-oil sector, which is like the manufacturing and the sale of beverages. That is growing exponentially in the Caribbean. We're selling a lot in marketing, the manufacturing sector, and all over the world. He told us that the revenue is going to come from the Revenue Authority, where we are losing through tax evasion between $5 and $10 billion. He told us that the money is going to come from property tax. He told us that the money is going to come from corporation tax. He told us that he plans to sell the Magdalena Hotel. We're going to get money there. And he told us that he's going to sell the 49% shares in Clico. My people, that is a responsible government. So when they ask where the money coming from, all of us could tell them. All of us, everybody, the Minister of Finance told us. But the shadow Minister of Finance in the UNC Tanko, not one word. Zilch, nothing, madam. So where are you going to get the money from, madam? Pie in the sky, madam? And that is the difference. So as Johnny has said, you have an assignment in 2025, my people. God, I hope God is going to give us the health and strength and the life to do that. To make sure we make that important step, that very important step to protect the treasury from the kleptocrats, the crooks, the bandits, the consummate and pathological liars that reside in the UNC. Thank you very much, Ms. Felix.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chance. Hi. Let me take this call. Bruce, you ready for the scripts? Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Felix.
Morning.
Good morning, Bruce Wayne. Compliments to both of you all and your families and all the listeners and viewers of 91.
Same to you, my dear.
Asking our question. Now, the opposition is debunking all legal means to gain money, to run the country, the affairs of the nation. Could it be that how they plan to get it? Is it through illegal means? Could it be through the examples of cartel-like behavior? Or a man trying to defraud the government? One man trying to defraud the government in schemes? Could it be that the 400 million that left the country is money waiting to be used? Could it be that there are other instances like that where money has been spurred away from this country, but it's just that we don't know about it, waiting to be used? Anyway, nonetheless, guys, that's a thought I put out there, right? With regards to the domestic situation here, the deaths of those three young people, Jaden and the young mother and her child, right? Something needs to be done. Investigations need to be carried out, right? And to get to the meat, or in other words, to get to the nitty-gritty, right? People must stop putting their opinions if they don't know the facts, right? The fact that about it is that it's unfortunate, both of the young man and the young lady and her child. Right? It is also interesting to note that it would seem that in both instances, it has been known what was going on for a while. So how come nothing was done about it? Right? Let the facts be brought forward so that as the nation, we get to know what's really going on, and parents take lessons from what's going on here. Take steps to ensure that this doesn't happen to you. As Felix, look, don't understand you and Bruce. We'll have a good weekend. Safe.
Thank you very much. Well said. So guys, we're going to just do a little bit of housekeeping. Do not shift your dial, Bruce. We have to do that. That's important to let you know what's going on.
Okay, so guys, just a bit of information here quickly for you. Get ready for I Am Old School. It's Hitman's How It Is 37th DJ anniversary celebration Saturday the 2nd of November at the Center of Excellence, starting at 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. Dress code multicolor retro wear. Tickets are $200. By the door, you pay more. I Am Old School, Saturday the 2nd of November at Center of Excellence. This is one event you don't want to miss. The most anticipated boat ride is back, that's right. For Spite Reborn Old School meets New School, the Cooler Cruise edition, on Wednesday the 30th of October, the night before the holiday. It's all going down on the Harbour Master. Boarding time 7 p.m., sailing 8 p.m. sharp. DJ casts include Heavy Duty and TC and the massive Dr. Hyde. Free jello shots on entry, and the prize for the best dressed old school outfit and the biggest crew. Early bird tickets are $250, limited stock. No oversized coolers and definitely no glass bottles except champagne. For tickets, you can call Ruben at 380-3237, Katisha at 337-2469, Ashton at 328-3570, or Roxanne at 370-8638. Tickets also available at Correa Salon, Express House, downtown Port of Spain, Independence Square. Get ready for Spite Reborn, the ultimate cooler cruise. Tune into the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. for the program Conscious Talk with Steve Antoine. To be conscious is to be aware of what is happening around you. We are at where we're at and where we're going. Every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. Conscious Talk. The Steam is coming to Tobago. Friday night is DJ night and the steam is rising. Get ready, Steamy Friday, every Friday, after work lime from 5 p.m. at Vibes, the event space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. 15 Mount Pleasant Road Boulevard, Bon Accord, free entry. $10 beers all night with an all-star steamy DJ cast, unbeatable drink specials, one of our exclusive Cabana specials, and take the vibe to another level. It all happens Steamy Fridays every Friday, where the party never cools down. Steam on a Friday, only at Vibes Event Space. Shop the best Diwali deals at Furniture Plus today and get free gifts with select purchases. Come enjoy massive savings with up to 20% off appliances, up to 30% off smart TVs, up to 30% off living room furniture, up to 30% off bedroom furniture, up to 40% off mattresses, and more. Plus, shop combo deals galore. No cash, buy now, pay later with affordable hire purchase plans. All Furniture Plus stores are open today. Check press and social media for details. Don't miss the best Diwali deals at Furniture Plus. Call out the troops, every man, woman, and child. It's time to show your national pride. On Monday, the 14th of October, we head to Dwight York Stadium, Tobago, for the CONCACAF Nations League, as Trinidad and Tobago men's senior team take on Cuba. Kickoff time, 9 p.m. sharp. Fight for the flag, TNT versus Cuba. We play to win. Tickets are out now and available in Tobago from Ogiwana in the airport, Jade Monkey at Crown Point, Cache Lowlands Mall, Tobago Limas Crown Point, Barcode in Scarborough, Pablo Supermarket in Argyle, Sports Fanatics in Patience Hill, and online at islandetickets.com. Covered stands, adults $150, children $75, uncovered adults $100, and children $50. Children 5 and under absolutely free. Get your tickets now for the CONCACAF Nations League. Tobago, get ready for Total Local Night. Tobago Carnival 2024, one night, one stage. Show in Winchester, Oscarby, and 15 Tobago artists. Every genre of music on one stage. Saturday the 19th of October, as we come together to show the world how much talent Tobago has. At Vibes, the event space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. Located at Bon Accord, Tobago, gates open from 9 p.m. till 4 a.m. Early bird tickets, general admission only $50, VIP $100. Get your tickets on at islandetickets.com and Cache while stocks last. Saturday the 19th of October, Total Local Night in Tobago Carnival at Vibes, the event space. For more information, you can call 394-3612 or 620-3057. Or you can email vibeeventspace@gmail.com. Hosted by the Waterlord himself, Iwer George. Bougie 2024 Soca Concert Experience would be at Tobago's premier venue, Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub, with the soca superstars Young Brother, the Queen of Steam Lady Lava, Oscar B, the Waterlord Neil Iwer George, Ding Dong, 2024 Road March champion Michael Tasia. Bougie 2024 at Vibes Event Space on Friday, October 25th from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. Tickets are out now at Cache stores nationwide, Caribbean Corner Store, all locations, Pablo's Supermarket in Argyle, Chill Out Bar in Bon Accord. General admission $250, VIP $600, Cabanas $3,000. Bougie 2024, Friday, October 25th from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. at Vibes Event Space. Get ready for the ultimate soca experience at the Vibes Event Space. Presents Free Drinks Wednesday on October 23rd. Tobago Carnival All-Star DJ cast spinning the hottest soca hits. Special guest artists, live performance. Door prize up for grabs. Early bird tickets are $150. VIP $200. Bring your crew of 10 and party in style with our cabanas for just $1,500. Enjoy complimentary bottle of Johnny Walker or Hennessy. Powered by Prince George, Bago Bashment 919 FM, and Petal Mass. This is a night you can't afford to miss. Secure your tickets now and let's make it a night to remember. For tickets and cabana bookings, visit islandetickets.com or call Marlon at 281-4723 or Robert at 750-1103. Iwer and Oscar B presents Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space, Sunday the 27th of October 2024, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. Featuring a popular artist and an all-star DJ cast. Early bird tickets cost $300. Breakfast include drinks on sale, cash bar, and bottle specials. Tickets available at ticketfederation.com and all cash stores nationwide. Or you can call 620-3057 or 684-4528. Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space. Thursday, October 24th from 5 p.m. at Tobago Carnival. Get ready for Hush Cooler. All roads lead to Vibes Event Space and experience like no other. Whatever happens at Vibes, well, don't have to tell you, hush. Hush Cooler at Vibes, performing live Michael Tasia, the Pan Man Joshua Regrello, Neil Iwer George, and more. So bring your crew and bring your coolers and come to Hush. Tickets are available online at islandetickets.com, the Jade Monkey Bar Crown Point, and Ted Arthur Leather Stores in Scarborough. For more info, you can call 721-1992 or 774-5624. This October, the ultimate party experience awaits. No glass bottles allowed. Powered by GGG Limited, the official national media partner for Tobago Carnival 2024. The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plagues us are not happening to us, but it's happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the Healthiest Corner on Earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamflair, telephone number 736-3962, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on the street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
All right, so we are back. 7:26, and we're getting ready to take your calls again. So I have Brian online, and I have another caller. Caller 6. Brian, let me see which one you are. Brian.
Good morning, Miss Felix.
Right, go ahead.
Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, my brother.
Bruce, look at the many things you had to just advertise there, and it's even carnival time really yet. So just imagine.
That's right.
Miss Felix, I almost called you last week Friday night, urgently. But then, when I heard the person's name, I said, oh, it's not you.
What happened there?
But when I saw this lady on my television screen, I wanted to call you and ask you for a drink of the fountain of youth. Because Miss Hartley resembles you when you were a little younger.
Miss Hartley?
Yes, the what do you call her, Mayor of Port of Spain.
Oh, you're talking about Abina. She's sweet, eh?
Abina. A younger version of you, Miss Felix.
She
Can't
is.
tell it yet.
She is so sweet, eh? And oh gosh, that's my darling. That's my girl, you know. That's my darling.
Yeah. Energetic, very energetic. Miss Felix.
Yes.
I'm listening to what's going on in South, and I have to agree with Sister Jenny. Some of these things I'm hearing for the first time, like everybody else. But these things, basically the information that we continue to get on a daily basis, like the one with where the guy slit his wife and daughter and child's throat. I don't know if it's his child, but it appears so. That has been going on, according to the sister, for almost 7 years. 7 years down in Penal or in Barangpo. And how come she made four reports to the police. 4 reports or maybe more. And nothing was really and truly done. I heard the Honorable Prime Minister saying that the police did what they were supposed to do, but I mean, look at where this reached. And if he had gotten into the school where the other child was, that would have been another bacchanal. I mean, and then you have these gangs, these alleged gangs in Pleasant. I am very surprised to hear that. Very, and students, that has to be nipped in the bud as quickly as possible. That can't just be allowed to fester, because apparently that is what has happened. It's been allowed to fester. Because if you have 9, I mean, you don't just spring up 9 gangs just like that. It has to start with at least one set of people, one set of youth, and then it would grow. So why would this allow to fester to 9? They say 8 or 7 or 6, and they say 9. I find that rather strange. Miss Felix, I'm going to tell you something. I do not believe that if the UNC gets into office, they are going to change anything. I'll tell you why. After I listened carefully to the Minister of Finance in his wind-up and also the Honorable Prime Minister, I believe that they have left PNM there to do all of the hard, dirty groundwork in order to raise revenue for the country. She is not going to touch, and if she was like, she's not going to touch anything. She's going to leave that revenue authority right there because they too have to raise revenue. She's not fooling anybody. That is to get votes. That is to get votes, Miss Felix. But Miss Felix, what concerns me was 2 things. One, this woman, she took, remember for Cuba not talking about a fetting party, the PNM. But she was fetting more than anything else. In 1 year, you use up $44 million. You use up $44 million. And you know what is the hard part about that, Miss Felix? Many times, she had a 5-day weekend, so she was down in South. So what she was using up that money to do? I remember the Honorable Prime Minister saying that when he got in there in 2015, there were documents on the Prime Minister's desk that she had not even signed off on. A pile of documents like promotions and so on. So what she was really doing inside of there? They found $500,000 worth of alcohol inside there, amongst other things that the Honorable Prime Minister spoke about on Friday night in Belmont. So it's just a line. It's not about seeing about the country's business. If after 15 years in leadership, political leadership, you don't understand a budget, revenue and expenditure, and you say how the Minister of Finance calculate wrong, not understanding the Green Fund and the levy that has to be added to the taxation to bring in the revenue for the country. But if after all this time you don't understand that, whoever is writing it for you doesn't understand that, well then we just wasting time. Because it was showed up that she does not really care to understand how to run a Trinidad and Tobago. She just wants the title of Prime Minister. And at the end of that, that is it. She is not concerned about anything else. She's not concerned about being an effective Prime Minister to take care of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. She's not concerned about that. And therein lies the danger with this lady. And people have to go back and listen to what the member for Tabakit said about her. You understand? And that they have to get her from underneath her skirt because apparently she's a total dictator. Kamla Prasad Bisesa is a dictator. And people have to understand what is when Anita Haynes Allen spoke, that she was directly punching some blows at Kamla Prasad Bisesa, the kind of person that she is. And if she could do that to 5 members of her party, you think she really care about us, Ms. Felix? She don't really care about us. So we have to be mindful of these things, that when she gets in there, it's just to spend money all willy-nilly, not caring how much you spend, when you spend it. The longer you stay, the more you spend. Right? We can't identify exactly what it is you was there for, except for them to have a good time. Because we all heard of all of the parties and fetes and all of the other people that came into the diplomatic center, because she was down in South, in Philippines. You understand? So it was just a matter of having a good time, and the country would just simply run on automatic pilot. Because she always had both to worry behind her whenever she had to answer questions, because she always understood this was happening and that was happening. She never knew, because she was busy fetching and spending up money, over $170 million in 5 years, Ms. Felix. $170 million, $173 million to be exact, in 5 years you spend as a quote-unquote resident of the diplomatic center and the Prime Minister's residence. Doing what? And that is what perhaps we must know about. And then you want to go cashless. You don't want to go cashless because you don't want us to find out exactly how much money is being moved about in this place. They don't want that. So they want to be able to easily move money about the place, and nobody must ever know. We must never, 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 ever know. And that is why I was glad that the Minister of Finance came back and the Honorable Prime Minister and read out that information for us to understand that these people are just about coming in there and spending money. I don't care a damn about Trinidad people, the people and the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And we have to be very, very careful when it's time to vote next year who all you want to put. Because they're just sitting on there waiting while this government does all of the hard groundwork to ensure our future. So we have to be mindful of that. And finally, Ms. Felix, remember for Cuba North, all because the Honorable Prime Minister tell him that don't worry, we put it in facial recognition. So whenever you're coming to Tobago to do your business, we gonna know. He take off on a tirade on Dr. Rowley. See, when you're guilty of something, that is how you get on. So when he wants to call Dr. Rowley dumb, he had to look too far down from where he was standing to see who really dumber. Have a good day, Ms. Felix and Bruce.
Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you very much. Caller, good morning.
Morning to you, ma'am, and members of the family.
Good morning, good morning, Professor.
I want to follow up on what Brian said about the budget debate last night. Right? I thank the Prime Minister for highlighting the 3 bills that are forthcoming in this parliamentary session, that we would want support from members on the opposite side to pass it. Bills have to do with the banning of assault weapons. Bills have to do with allowing operatives to operate undercover in the country. And another amendments with respect to bail and so on. Right? We want to see how true these 5 dissidents are. Because all of them in the budget contributions spoke about being under the yoke of the parliamentary system that they are subscribed to, which is collective responsibility of MPs according to the political affiliation. They have all stated that they train that off and will vote in the interest of the country. So let's see if they will do that. You know, Ms. Felix, I have some matters that I want to discuss One in particular is a message I received on my phone, and I'm sure you saw it as well too. Where Dr. Ali of Guyana will be making a commitment to give each Guyanese citizen 200,000 Guyanese.
I see that somewhere.
Right. And, you know, of course, the neophytes over here will be saying that all we're hearing is that we're suffering and hard times ahead. And that the government should do something like that, similar to here. I could agree to an extent, but you see, when you have the debate about cashless society and so on, and having an account, even if we were to do something like that, how many of our citizens will be able to benefit because they have legitimate bank accounts or are members of a credit union? You see, and this is what people don't take into consideration in terms of the financial dealings and so on, and the requirements of being in the formal banking system rather than being informal. So once I applaud Dr. Ali's gesture, let's see how it will materialize in real terms in Guyana. And we must consider also that for practical purposes, a gesture like that will require some change in the law in terms of the disbursement of funds, whether it be by central bank or through an arrangement with commercial banks and so on. Right? So I want to see how that will materialize. But, you know, based on what Professor Chance would have said in his discourse earlier on, I would want going forward that the government could consider something. For people like himself and others who were sterling public servants, you know, who have since retired, I would want the government to consider an adjustment of the taxable burden on such persons as themselves to probably reduce it from what it is and allow them to enjoy some kind of largesse. Because I say that to say that as a senior public servant, once your salary is over 7,000, you will be taxed. But with life expectancy as it is, I hope Mr. Chance will make the triple figures and other people like himself. But it will mean that if your tax burden is still 25%, the same rate you would have been paying while you were working. It takes away from your ability to do things. Maintain your home, pay for medicine for you and your spouse, medical expenses and that kind of thing. So I'm hoping that going forward, the umbrella of people who are not taxed would be considered in the case of pensioners who would have already contributed significantly by way of NIS payments and taxation throughout the course of their career. And what you have to consider with those people as well is that they do not benefit from being able to access the pension or the senior citizens grant, because when the means test is done, it will mean that they will be way above the threshold for them to even access that. So I think that is something that the people at the Ministry of Finance, particularly the minister, may want to consider. I know they listen to your show and things, but that's something I wish they would consider. And finally, on my own behalf and other members of myself who were members of one of the arms of national security who would have supposed to benefit from the 4% increase, who are pensioners, who are retirees, we are yet to receive our pittance. There is no fault of the minister, but it's because of I would say, the bureaucratic red tape in the system. And we're going on October, a new financial year has begun. These payments were supposed to have been completed by December last year. That's what the minister said in the budget debate. And because of bureaucratic inefficiencies, people have not been able to access what they work for. And they are retirees, yes, but when the period was agreed upon, they were employed. And therefore, they have a right and a legitimate expectation to enjoy them. I would just like somebody in officialdom to address that from whatever quarter it may arise.
May I ask a question? Do we have do we have normal civilians doing the payroll and so on still, or police officers went back to the duty of that?
They have is a mixture. So you have civilians doing some part, but for this exercise, people were engaged to augment the strength. That is police officers, that is, and even other members from other arms of national security.
Okay.
Right?
You know why I ask? Because, we have some people who feel that when we have important issues, they take holidays, they stay home, they always have sick leave. There's always some complaint and some issue why they can't prepare documents to send to be audited so that people can't get. I can tell you about that.
Yeah, the AC not working in the
all of that.
They only work 9 to 1.
Yes.
They get overtime.
Right.
So they can't work overtime.
But when they reach to work for 8 to whatever time, all kind of other things are being done before they see about what they're supposed to see about. I can tell you about that.
They start to work 9 to 8 when everybody's ready from 8, and they take an hour and a half lunch, and then after lunch they go home.
Boy, it's around, and you see why sometimes when you're working in these positions, in these offices, and you see a board make a decision to take a component outside of that privately and pay them to do the work, to outsource it. They go in and start to make bacchanal. But when you outsource it, you get results quicker than the people who work. You get performance, but you just have to pay for it.
Yeah, and then I want people to also consider this as well. The fact is an agreement that was signed, all right, and settled. And people should not. Yesterday was World Mental Health Day. The effect of not being financially secure or settled could have an effect on your mental state. And it could cause your personal circumstances to deteriorate. So we just can't talk about, we believe about mental wellness for all, when a key component that would give somebody comfort and support is not being addressed. Thank you for the opportunity, ma'am, and enjoy your weekend. I see you wearing your national colors there with, with the result. Yet last night in Cuba, I am very disappointed, and I hope that we could do something better Tuesday at the Dwight York Stadium when the return match is here. Okay, my lady.
All right,
and keep smiling.
I will.
Keep smiling.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Sharon.
Hey, Mrs. Crosby, good morning.
Yes, girl, I can't get anyhow,
What happened now?
This morning I read something on a paper that Dr. Rowley, I can't tell the exact words, but something with the mother and child that there's Dr. Rowley name called, like, is he responsible about it? Is that my understanding?
Something like that we read in the headlines in the papers.
Right. Huh?
Something like that we read in the headlines.
Right, something like that. Because so what I'm saying, I didn't go to high school or university. When this person ready to print that thing on the newspaper, all children reading this thing about the prime minister, however they want to interpret it, what are they doing to people and within their own self? They ain't ask themselves, but how the prime minister could involve in that and that, whatever it is, in whatever way they want to put it, that he responsible. That is something to print on paper, like if it's something that the man involved in. And another thing, this is why some of the children are behaving as they are, because a prime minister, they call a former prime minister called the present prime minister Oreo. The children are hearing these things, and if you can do it, I could do it too. Walking with coffin and say I want blood and all them sort of things. So and cussing and talking these things.
But Mrs. Crosby, the greatest thing after he done walk with the coffin and carry it all by people and do all kind of thing, like they spit him out like a bad sour old seed out of the mouth. Wait.
Just like how they did. Just like how the one when you go in Parliament and talk with Dr. Rowley about his mother and father, me want to talk about where to put to highway. And them I use them for do their Sunday. Why that woman, wherever it is, where she live in, where she has to internet, somebody, why she didn't say so? The other thing is, when they are talking about they will do this and they will do that in Parliament in the budget, so much I will say, well, maybe that will never probate, because that is for her to get into the government. When she gets in there, then she will say, she wouldn't even reason anything with her. You know, they tell you, blunt, where you expect me to get the money from? I had to raise the taxes. Everything she said she would not do, she had to do it to get the money. She's already inside. So I don't know how some people want to believe whenever this woman is in it. And another thing, if you realize with the crime and the type of crime and the people who doing the crime and what they're doing, when did it start? I will say it started around 2010, coming up with all those sort of things, gun and Legomatic and all the wrong things they're telling and telling. The children are hearing these things and they figure it's true because the Prime Minister who's saying these things. So therefore, I could do this and I could do that because she said this and she said that about the government and the Prime Minister and everybody. And parents, let us try and train up our children in the right way. Who stopped the prayers in school and who stopped the beating in school? Okay? And let us think back about the individuals and see where this country is going if we all don't want to take it back. All you put Dr. Rowley as a black man, all you don't want no black man there, all you want, you know, one man, all you want there. But all you take it out from your head to say, you don't want Dr. Rowley too black. All you go ahead and do what you do and see where you go on. Okay then, bye, Sharon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, let me just read this article quickly. It's 7:49. Rowley rejects blame for murders, calls for personal responsibility. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley yesterday rejected the view held by some that he should be held responsible for the erroneous act of the man who brutally killed 34-year-old Tara Gita Ramsarup and her 14-month-old daughter Jada. Ramsarup and the infant were killed on Tuesday by a former lover at the man's home in Barrackpore. Speaking in the budget debate in the House of Representatives, the Prime Minister also expressed condolences to the family of Jaden Lalchan, who died by suicide at home on October 3rd because of how he was being prosecuted in school. Jaden, 15, had allegedly been bullied at his school for years. What is going on in our society? The Prime Minister asked. No parent should have to bury a child, but to have to bury one under those circumstances is particularly punishing. And then while I was trying to digest that, another piece of news came up where a citizen had killed a wife and a baby, and I am told that he was on the way to the school. He tried to kill the other child. For God's sake, suppose he had got to that school and had killed that second child even among the other school children. Noting some people were trying to hold him accountable, he said, we have no control over those sort of criminal conduct. We can only respond to them after they have done it. But then the press will ask people in the street, what do you think? And the headline is, quoting the man, quoting, where is it? Oh God, they could throw me off, boy. Quoting the man, talking to his mother, saying, I killed Gita and the child. And the media asked somebody in the street, what do you think about that? Trinidad is a very messed up country. The person says the Prime Minister needs to step down. Only so, then, things will change. That is the view of some people in this country. Madam Speaker, what does that erroneous act have to do with the assignment of a Prime Minister? Some people think that they are related. The Prime Minister further commented on the murder of Ramsarup and her daughter. And I saw in today's papers ACP Wayne Meister saying to the country that in the issues of domestic violence, you need to be careful what you do in life and don't put yourself in a situation because you know, Madam Speaker, misinformation is causing people to be blaming the police for that erroneous situation. But when you look at it, as far as I could see, the law was followed and the police would have followed the law. But the citizens' responsibility fell short, Rowley said. The Prime Minister recalled that some years ago, he was at a public meeting and the matter of domestic violence was raised and a woman called on him to do something about it. He made the observation then that the government's authority stops at the front door in some instances and that it does not get into the bedroom and that people needed to take personal responsibility about how they behave as they grappled with the issue of domestic violence. So Trinidad and Tobago, you see, I can't take any more calls because we're getting ready to go. Let me see if I can take one. So I just had to read that article because some of we, boy, oh God, mama, yo, they nearly screw me for giving the advice that I give to two daughters. That is, be careful with how you go about your life and with whom you associate. Caller, good morning, quickly.
Yes, Auntie Cheryl, fast. Yes, Dr. Rowley must step down, but the woman who say that blood will run in the street if she didn't become the Prime Minister again, she must step up, you understand? And Sister Jenny, you know why it's happening in Tobago with suicide and the murders? First time we have 24 murders because it's the same people who say the blood go run in the street of Trinidad and Tobago. They are the same people that the THA is aligning themselves with. Here every day, south of the Caroni
Leave it there. We go talk on Monday. Let me take this last call quick. Call up quickly. You have 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Well, I better give this song. The man we complaining about bullying, I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. He was caught singing to a fella, your blanket is mine, my blanket is yours. Come out in the Jew, they may butt your blanket into a god.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I have a blanket. Bruce, you have a blanket. We blankets is ours. Trinidad and Tobago, this is where we're going to leave it for today. Talk to you on Monday, please. God, we out of here. Bruce is going to be here. Hi, God. Ciao.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
As we transition into summer, we continue to talk politics, current events, entertainment, and what's trending while balancing the talk with some of your favorite tunes, both old and new. Our purpose is to keep you informed and edify you, as well as to give you food for thought on the current affairs of this nation and the world. Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM every day, all day. Our on-air numbers are 342-0081 and 466-5391. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The Street 919 FM. YouTube, Iwer TV.
The Street 919 FM. Share the life. Share the life.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Tobago. Get ready for the ultimate soca experience.
Soca!
Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub, presents Free Drinks Wednesday. On October 23rd, Tobago comes alive with an all-star DJ cast spinning the hottest soca hits.
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the drum again.
Special guest artists, live performances, door prizes to be won. Early bird tickets start at $150 and VIP $200. Bring your crew of 10 and party in style with our cabanas. Enjoy any complimentary bottle of 2 selections, Johnny Walker or Hennessy. This event is powered by Prince George, Bago Bashment 91.9 FM, and Pedal Mass. Get your tickets at Cashes in Tobago or 91.9 FM Bago Bashment Island e-tickets, or you can call Prince at 281-4723 or Marlon at 750-1103. This is an event you can't afford to miss.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Oh yeah. Get value for your money. what you make it. Best prices and good credit, oh. Courts have it all.
Courts, make home yours.
Tobago. Get ready for a total local night in Tobago Carnival 2024. One night, one stage. Sir Wayne Winchester, Oscar B, and 15 Tobago artists. Every genre of music on one stage. Saturday, 19th October, as we come together to show the world how much talent Tobago has. At Vibes, the event space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. Gates open 9 p.m. till 4 a.m. Early bird tickets. General admission only $50. VIP $100. Get your tickets on Island E-Tickets and Cachet while stocks last. Saturday, 19th October. Total local night in Tobago Carnival. At Vibes, the event space. Bougie 2024. The premier soca concert experience will be at Tobago's premier venue, Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub, with the soca superstars Young Bretta,
When you're coming back, Sancha, when you're coming to Chugandi Junction.
Oscar B, the Queen of Steam, Lady Lava,
Hands up, let me see your finger.
Anomaly, the Waterlord, Iwer George, 2024 Road March champion Mikkel Teja,
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the drum again.
Bougie 2024 at Vibes Event Space, Friday, October 25th from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. Tickets are out now at Cachet stores nationwide, Caribbean Corner Store, Buco, Pablo's Supermarket, Argyle, Chill Out Bar, Bon Accord, and on Island E-Tickets, or call 620-3057. Bougie 2024.
Thursday, October 24th, from 5 p.m. Tobago Carnival. Get ready for Hush Cooler.
But now I'm drunk in the people place,
Hush Cooler. All roads lead to Vibes, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. For an experience like no other. And only hear what? Whatever happened at Vibes? Well, I don't want to tell you. Hush.
Can you dig it?
Hush Cooler at Vibes. Performing live, Mikkel Teja.
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the drum again.
The Panman, Joshua Grello, Neil Iwer George, and more. Hush Cooler. So bring your crew, bring your cooler, and come to Hush. Tickets are available online at islandtickets.com or from the Jade Monkey Bar, Crown Point, and Ted Arthur Leather Store, Scarborough. For more info, call 721-1992 or 774-5624. This October, the ultimate party experience awaits. Hush Cooler. No glass bottles allowed. Powered by TTT Limited, the official national media partner for Tobago Carnival 2024.
I need a little runaway.
Hush Cooler.
Under the auspices of the Mayor of Port of Spain, His Worship Chinua Alim, we present Baron's Infinity Concert, Sunday, November 3rd at the Winifred Atwell Auditorium, Queen's Hall. This show features Sugar Aloes, Gypsy, Tigress, Sher Wayne Winchester, Calypso Princess, Dwayne O'Connor, Tizaya O'Connor, Chuck Gordon, Halon Francis, Sheldon Reed, Rome, Zachary Ransom, Aaron Duncan, Ainsley King, Rondell Donowa, Lady Adana, The All Stars Band, Los Alumnos de San Juan, Massey Trinidad All-Stars, and of course, the Baron.
I want that Spanish woman to marry me.
Baron.
Call me this week, so I want somebody to love.
And also Calypso legend, King Shortshirt from Antigua. All singers of the night will each perform a selection from the Baron. Your MCs, Damian Melville and Sonny Bling. Limited advance tickets only $300. Tickets available at the Queen's Hall box office, the Trinity Shop, Trin City Mall, Excellence City Center, QueensHallTT.com, and C3 Center in San Fernando. Also, you can get your tickets from Sherma at 755-2915, Delinda 723-4011. Infinity, the concert.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy. Wow. Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
The stage is coming.
Tobago. Friday night is heated up and the steam is rising. Get ready, Steamy Friday every Friday at Vibes, the event space, formerly known as Shade, 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Port Accord.
Tell me what you really want to do.
With an all-star steamy DJ cast.
Y'all ready?
An unbeatable drink special. Wanna level up? Grab one of our exclusive Cabana specials and take the vibes to another level. It all happens Steamy Friday every Friday, where the party never cools down.
Big
Steam on a Friday, only at Vibes, the event space.
Love watching English Premier League football? Well, you can win big in the Guinness Predict the Score promotion. Just visit select bars on match day and purchase a Guinness to receive a game prediction scorecard. Then it's game time. Guinness time. Predict the first player to score or the full-time result for 3 rounds of Guinness, club merch, and more. Now, that's a lovely game for a Guinness. See Guinness Caribbean social media pages for signature locations. Guinness, official sponsor of the English Premier League. Must be 18 years and older to enjoy. Please drink responsibly.
Iwer and Oscar B presents Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space, formerly Shade Nightclub, Sunday 27th October, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. Featuring popular artiste and an all-star DJ cast. Early bird tickets $300. Breakfast inclusive. Tickets available on TicketFederation.com and Cache stores nationwide, or call 620-3057 or 684-4528. Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space.
We don't read girl, but we read from body. We read from body.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.